Hello, Joppies, and welcome back to another video. So, if you have watched my last couple videos, you already know that we've been talking about some very interesting fan behaviors. So, some examples, for instance, Sunghoon being chased through the airport like some kind of fucking prey. Like those girls were sharks and he was a fucking fish in the ocean at feeding time. Yeah. Or fans being mad at an injured idol for not busting his ass. I was about to say busting his ass on stage. I've been watching way too much Bridgerton. Or people writing think pieces over a 3-second clip with zero context. At some point, you have to think, what? Oh my god. At some point, you have to think, when did this become so normal and why? Like, genuinely, when did we all collectively decide that this is acceptable behavior? So, yeah, we need to talk about something. And that something that we need to talk about is stan culture. I'm starting a new series called Inside Stan Culture. Because I feel like there is an obvious bigger picture here. This isn't about hating on fans. I am literally a fan. Okay, I spend money. I stream. I defend my faves when it isn't something heinous. Like, anyways, I'm in it. Okay, and most fans, for the most part, are normal. But there's a side of stan culture that is so unhinged. And the thing is, we all see it, and we all just choose to pretend that it's not that serious. And the thing is, it has gotten to the point where we can't ignore it anymore. We can't ignore that people are chasing idols in the fucking airport. For what reason? What would happen? Can we think about this? If this person was not famous, would this not be seen as harassment? Should this not be seen as harassment because he is famous? And because he should, quote unquote, you should just know that things like this would happen because you're famous. First of all, shut the fuck up, Bethany, okay? No hate to any Bethanies. Unless you're not subscribed, then fuck you. I'm kidding, of course. See, I haven't watched too much Bridgerton. I'm, like, getting all their, like, lingo. Like, ugh, I don't like it. Anyways, so recently we've been seeing idols. Okay, I know I keep bringing it up. It's a part of my script. It's so repetitive. But recently we've been seeing, okay, we saw Sunghoon being chased through an airport. And, like I said in the video about Sunghoon, you should check that video out. And he was fucking booking it. Like, he was not playing around. He was being chased around like it was a fucking competitive sport, okay? And we've seen people, oh my Jesus Christ, we've seen people attacking idols online over mistranslations, over tone, over facial expressions. Oh, when he was talking to the female idol, he sounded very angry. When he was talking to the female idol, he seemed very bored. That's so rude. He doesn't like her. Or maybe he's acting like that because he's trying to avoid a dating scandal. Yeah, maybe he's acting like that because he's trying to avoid a dating scandal because you crazy fucking fans always make something about dating or hatred. That's all you guys care about. Either this idol hates this other idol. This idol secretly hates this other idol. This idol is actually secretly dating this idol. Get a fucking grip, okay? Get a fucking grip. We've seen fans genuinely oh my fucking god. We've seen fans genuinely upset because an idol doesn't post enough. They don't go live enough. They don't seem happy enough. But when they post too much, then you say, oh, you don't seem very happy. You post a lot. What do you fucking want? What the fuck? I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. You don't want anything from me. I don't know what you want from an idol. You guys are so, what's the word? You guys are so, I don't even know what I'm thinking of. I'm so mad. But you guys constantly contradict yourself. That's all I'm going to say. You don't seem happy. You don't seem happy because I don't see you post a lot. You post a lot. So you must be tired. You must be unhappy. What do you want from them? If you think them posting is them unhappy, but you also think them not posting is them unhappy, then what do you think is them happy? Tell me that. And individually, you could say, oh, that's just that situation. But it keeps happening. And it's not random anymore. It's beginning to be a pattern. And stop texting me. Stop texting me. Jesus. And patterns say something about the culture. And I hate to be the first one to say it. Well, I'm not the first one to say it probably. But I'm going to take credit for it. And I think what happens is that support is slowly turning into entitlement. And I say turning, but I would change that to support slowly turned into entitlement, because I have been talking about how fans feel entitled to know every single thing about an idol since I started this channel, since my first video. You are not entitled as a fan to know every single thing about this person that you don't fucking know, right? And at first, it's tame. It's, I love this group. I want them to succeed. I support their music. And then somewhere along the way, it becomes they owe us content. They owe us explanations. They owe us transparency. They owe us access. They owe us this. They owe us that. They don't owe you shit, okay? And that's when things for me, where I see them, that's when it starts to get weird, when there's that transition from supporting the group to then feeling like you are owed content and you are owed transparency. You're not owed anything. The only thing I would actually, okay, maybe transparency, maybe as fans we are owed transparency. But I can say with my whole heart, my whole chest, that the only thing that I think us fans are owed from K-pop idols are music, okay, and great content, but not even owed. We are given that. It is a luxury at this point that we can have great music sometimes, because most music is shit now. And idols are not public property. Okay, they are performers. Yes, they are celebrities. Yes, but they are people. And it seems like people forget that. Us people forget that famous people are still people. And I hate being like a famous person, like supported, like, oh my god, like, guys, like, stop bullying the famous people. But like, you guys are making it really hard to stay on us fans side when you guys are doing crazy shit like this. Ooh, a movie ad. Oh, Goodbye by Colleen Hoover. And supporting someone else's career does not mean owning their personal life at all. That's like saying, let me use Chan for example, because you guys love to talk about Chan all the fucking time. It's exhausting. You'll say, oh, but the thing that happened, there was a thing where people were angry because they said, oh, Chan seems so tired, but they're always coming out with albums. But if they were to take a break, what the fuck would you say? You would say, oh my, they're not coming out with albums. They're not coming out with songs. There must be something going on. Have you ever heard of a fucking break? My fucking god. K-pop is built on closeness. Fan calls, lives, bubble messages, constant updates, behind the scenes content, birthday lives at 2 a.m. And two of these things I have comment on. First, let's talk about the birthday lives before I forget what I have to say. Birthday lives, I have seen so many videos. So many videos. Birthday lives are sick. They make me sick to my stomach, fam. Sorry. They make me sick, okay, because it's a job for the Kpop idols. They can't have a real birthday. Which you may say, oh, quote unquote, that comes with the job. Anyone should be able to have a fucking birthday that they can spend with either their family or their friends, and that they shouldn't be required to spend with their fans. And the thing is, they don't get a private room or one member of staff. They get a section of a big room, and it's embedded into their schedules. Their birthday lives are embedded into their schedules. I would not be I would not be surprised if an idol saw or knew that their birthday was coming up and audibly sighed and said, oh my fucking god, this fucking birthday shit again. Because it's not a birthday, it's not a celebration of life, it's not a celebration of you getting older. 1 year older, one less year you have to spend on this earth. I'm joking, not really. But it's a job, it's a chore. And as someone who, at my 17 years of age, I've never gotten a birthday party. I've never celebrated my birthday the way that other kids my age, the ways that my friends have. That, I don't know. I don't want to say I can relate because my job does not require me to also have my birthday as my job. But I can kind of understand the feeling that they might be having, which some of you can too, about not really being able to have a birthday. I guess, I don't know, anyways. And then with bubble messages, I know about bubble messages personally, and I am not proud that I know about this, because it was when I was in my kind of crazy delusional fan era, and I really, really, really was in love with Felix and Hyunjin, and at this point in time, I hate to admit it, I was a shipper too. I loved Minsung, and I loved, what's Felix and Hyunjin's? I don't even know. Hyun Licks, oh, I love that. Chan Licks, I was all up in the shipping, stratosphere. So maybe that's why I hate it so much, because the people that I met while I was in that stratosphere have made my life a living hell and have changed it for the worse. Anyways, and all of these things, the fan calls, the lives, the bubble messages, the constant updates, the behind the scenes content, birthday lives, make you feel connected. And of course, that is not accidental in any way. That is the company enabling your parasocial tendencies. And you being parasocial and tuning in and getting your friends to tune in gives the company more money. So are they going to say, hey, this is making our fans very parasocial and our idols very uncomfortable, so maybe we should stop? No, they're going to see that money rolling in, and they're going to say, let's keep on doing this. Actually, let's turn it up to the extreme. Let's keep it going, because it's making us money. Because companies don't care about money, and I think we all know that by now. And sometimes that connection turns into people thinking that they actually know the idol personally. which you can't always blame the people. Sometimes it genuinely is just an innocent bystander. It could be an innocent young, let's say 10-year-old fan who maybe doesn't know any better. And they're watching these and they're getting the impression that it's okay to think that they know this person personally. And that's no fault of that 10-year-old or no fault of that person who doesn't know any better. But when you're of age that you should know better, there's no excuse for you. That's all I have to say. And when you think you know someone personally, then you start having this feeling that you should have a say in their life. And you start thinking, I wouldn't do that if I were them. Or they shouldn't date this person because they're not good enough for them. Or they shouldn't hang out with that person because it's bad for their image. They should apologize for this thing that they did because I don't agree with it. And that's how you get crazy shit like airport chasing and fans policing who idols date and outrage over every small little thing that has nothing to do with fucking music or loving your idol. Okay, because if you love, quote unquote, loved your idol so much, you would let them date who they want to date. You would support them no matter what. You would support them if they want to date this idol. Oh my goodness, yes. If they want to date this male idol when they're a male idol, you should not care. You should not. I know I always bring being gay into everything, but still, I am gay, so it's what I know best. Okay, but it stops being admiration and it feels like some weird kind of ownership. Oh, and don't get me started. Why don't you go live on TikTok anymore, buddy? Don't get me started, okay? And people get mad online so fast. One tweet, one clip, no context, no translation text, no waiting to see the actual full clip, no waiting to see the context. Just reaction. And the craziest part is, half the time, people don't even fully understand what they're mad about. They see that everyone else is mad, and they say, if this amount of people are mad, then I should be mad too, because I'm going to follow in their footsteps. How about you be your own person for once, and stop following between everybody and what they fucking think of your own fucking person? How about that? And suddenly, if enough people are angry, you feel like you're supposed to be angry too, as I just said. And suddenly, it's not about the truth anymore. It's about how many people are on one side. If there are a bunch of people on this side, maybe you want to be rebellious. And just because there are a bunch of people saying that this person who assaulted his girlfriend, or this woman who assaulted her boyfriend, and people are saying, oh, she's so wrong for that, he's so wrong for that. You want to be different, so you say, it's not that bad. So now you have people who want to be just like you, and they say, oh, well, I want to go against the grain too, so yeah, it's not that bad. And that's how we have people getting away with crazy shit, because you people want to be different. You people want to be different, so it's insane to me, and it's disgusting. In stan culture, the right side, the quote-unquote right side, changes every 48 hours. Now, let's talk about identity and the competition angle. I think another layer that people don't talk about as much is when identity gets wrapped up into this. For some fans, a group isn't just their music, it's community, it's comfort, it's personality, it's their entire online identity. When someone criticizes that group, it feels personal. When another group succeeds, it feels competitive. And then we're not talking about music anymore, we're talking about ego. Also, let's be honest, most fans are not the problem. It's a loud, very loud minority. But the loud minority shapes the reputation. So, they're the ones trending hashtags. They're the crazy bitches at the airport. They're the ones sending death threats. Yeah, death threats. And because they're so loud, it starts to feel like they're the whole fandom, which sucks because it's not. I would know, as someone who used to be a stay. Stan culture is very powerful. Stan culture, if it was always a good thing, it could fund charities, break records, support idols through scandals, create lifelong friendships. It can do amazing things. It could do amazing things, but it could also and can also go way too far. So here's my real question: when does support stop being support and become obsession? This is episode 1 of Inside Stan Culture. Next episode, we may talk about parasocial relationships even more deep. Oh my Jesus ball sack. Next episode, we might talk about parasocial relationships more deeply, or cancel culture, or the pressure idols face because of all of this. I don't know yet. We'll see. Let me know what you think. Keep it respectful, because we're not going to start with the toxic behavior and the death threats. You can send me as many death threats as you want. It gives me engagement, so go ahead. We can't become what we criticize, if you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a great evening. This was a very long video. I'm telling you right now, the initial recording, because I'm going to have to speed this up because this is way too long, 20 minutes. You guys don't want to hear me yap for 20 minutes, do you? No, I didn't think so. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Goodbye, choppies, and I will see you in the next video.